A warm welcome back to Stone Valley for episode 28 with me, MrSealyp. I am up at the store. It's just gone 10:15 in the morning and I've bought the next new piece of machinery for the farm. I said I might. So I was thinking about it and I decided to pull the trigger. So I have. Did I close the door? I did. We've got ourselves another 7240. Oh, with big LSWs. Look at it. Fantastic. Trips. We have got 3 case harvesters now. Now, the challenge is whether or not I can keep up with them harvesting. But I still think that even if one is left for a few seconds, even, 30 seconds at a time, I can get through harvests on fields and contract fields way quicker. The reason being, I took on the contract at the end of the last harvest, and the end of the last episode on field 29, which is a barley harvest. So I thought, right, I'll get the 2 harvesters out, we'll get cracking. It's a fair sized field, and I thought, well, let's see if we can do it a bit quicker, shall we? So what I will do is get the 3 harvesters going. I'll grab the grain auger cart, grain cart, chaser bin, and then I'll grab the lorry with the 2 trailers and we'll harvest, and we'll see how quickly we can get it done. It also means that when the soybean harvest is ready for all of our fields, because I put soybean in all of them, we can get that done really quickly too. Again, it just increases our productivity. The speed at which we can do work means we can do more work in a day, hence make more money. To what end? You're all going to be shouting at the TV now. I've been talking about pigs or sheep. Well, I didn't have a moment, that sounds really weird. I was chatting to Foo Farmer last night, one of the modders, and after the conversation I suddenly thought, I might do chickens. I can sell the eggs at my farm shop. They can be incredibly profitable if you've got enough of them. They require very little work, they don't need water, they just need feed and cleaning out, which I'm cleaning out the cows now. Sheep are great and can be prolific, but the price for wool isn't great unless you get a great demand, and unless you do loads and loads and loads and loads of the stuff, which again isn't a problem. It's one of those weird things that on FS17 it was 2,000 litre bales, pallets of wool. When we went to 19 it dropped to 1,000. Which personally, I mean, say personally, for console players, that became a nightmare because obviously pallets, the more you have, the more glitchy and laggy it can become, especially when you're loading onto trailers. So now you have to have double the amount for the same volume. So I honestly, until I actually do it, until I actually buy a plot of land, I'm seriously thinking here, until I buy the plot of land and actually do something with it, I haven't decided. It could go any direction. I just thought I could put, like, maybe again the slot thing, thinking about the slot situation, the amount of available space, let's say that I could put like four identical chicken pens, massive plot there, and get like 400 chickens or something and really knock a load of eggs out, you know. I don't know, it's pie in the sky at the moment. It's just a dream. It's a dream of mine. Since a young boy I've always wanted to have chickens. Weirdly saying that, I haven't, but my brother has. Man Cave Beer Reviews. Graham makes stuff. Those are his channels. Or Man Cave Beer Adventures, I think it's called now, isn't it? Yeah, he wants to have chickens. He's got a big garden. And as it stands at the moment, his wife, my sister-in-law, isn't too keen. I wouldn't say won't let him. I mean, to be honest with you, he does whatever he wants, generally speaking. But yeah, actually, what I need to do is make sure. Again, this is aesthetic. I'm just going to adjust the reel just a little bit. I was watching Welker Farms yesterday. So actually, who was it that commented when I said about them doing beans? And they said actually they do chickpeas. Aren't they referred to as garbanzo beans? I'm sure that's why I said beans, because I'm sure they said they're garbanzo beans. Chickpeas, same thing. Anyway, yeah, yesterday's episode I was watching, they had been harvesting into the night and they hit the header and the header reel onto a telegraph pole, and all this end of the reel was mangled. It was bent up. It was a real mess. They took the whole thing apart, hammered stuff out, straightened it all out, got it running again. They did say it's going to need some work. They have to get it done at the end of harvest and get it properly fixed, but they've done it. I need to disable straw swath, because it's pointless me having. It really doesn't make any difference having the straw swath, because it's a contract in someone else's field. I can't collect it. Now, in the past when I've said things like that, people have been adamant, oh you can, you go onto the field after, and you can't, you don't own the field, it won't let you. If you try and go on with a baler or a loading wagon or whatever, it won't. I think the only way you can get away with doing it, which is a little bit sneaky, and maybe that's how people have got away with doing it, is if you do the entire harvest, allow the straw swath to drop, and just before the end of the harvest buy the field. But that's a risk, because you can sometimes, it will change state and you could lose everything on it. But I suppose that is that a way around it, maybe? Well, possibly. So this is harvester number 1. Harvester number 1, please. And you can see the other two just over there, just by the field, raring to go. So I'll get them going thirds of the field, maybe thirds of the field. That's what I think now. I just need to make sure I catch the auger on the right side each time. Not always as easily done as you might think, especially on a big field. So, worker hired. I'm hoping Cole and Sean have got some friends. Maybe Bobby that owns the field over there might be able to come out. I'm sure there are other workers locally that will chip in. Yes, we have 3 harvesters, plus the tractor with the grain cart, and then the lorry driver too. Oh, these are looking a bit dirty. The difference between the 7240 and the 8240 was 40 odd grand. Nope, not that. That's what I wanted to do. Open it up. Yeah, 40 odd grand. So I could get one for 340 something, or 350 something, or 390 something if I went for the 8240. Oh, I didn't even want to look at the 9240, that would have been off the charts. Oh, nope. Not good. Let's go with that way. Probably just bent my auger. Should have taken that to the field more, shouldn't I really, I suppose. Let's fold that away. Yep, should have definitely gone out to the field. Oh, looks like there's been another accident in our local accident hotspot. Swing that round. No, it's really weird. After all this time playing the game, one of the few controls I've never managed to do without going to the menu is disable straw swath. Isn't it weird? You think by now I would have remembered that control, and every single time I come on and I have a complete mind fart, for the want of a better phrase, brain fart, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's really weird. Don't know why. Happens every time. Right. Next worker working. So got 2 on LSWs, 1 on doubles. Oh, that was quick. I'm not ready. Okay, so while I'm setting up, we could have the harvester stopping for a little while. Not a problem. Let's pick, say, a third. Actually, I'm just maybe not split the field into thirds, but I'll have them doing a section each. As long as they turn the right way at the end. Don't think I've got some straw swath on, have I? Yes. Just turn that off. Now I've turned it off. Right, okay. Bear with me 1 second. Now you'll notice the main top corner, obviously, the more workers you got hired, the more money you kind of hemorrhaging. So the premise, I mean, at the end of the day, it kind of works out exactly the same. You either have 2 workers that work for longer and it costs you money, 3 workers that do it quicker, but there's 3 times the salary. So yes, it's going down faster, but what we'll do is knock that off for a second. Just while I go and get everything. Sorry. The lorry is in place off the main road. I've grabbed the Magnum. It's got just enough horsepower. We've got 400, I say just enough, we've got 451 horsepower. The grain cart requires 400. So we're okay for that. I did decide to keep it. I used it overnight for some fertilising jobs and it was absolutely no problem at all. No worse than any of the other ones I used. It's obviously just certain jobs with certain bits of machinery. But my overriding feeling is I really like the tractor. I like the sound of it, the look of it, that kind of thing. Oh, hang on, done it again, haven't I? Is it? Oh. No. There we go. Keep forgetting that. Right, let's get that under the auger. There we go. We are loading. It's kind of difficult to see it. Almost slap bang in the middle, judging by the look of that. I mean, the last episode, I moved the seat, and in this one you can actually move the seat. If I can remember what one it is. Yeah, so L1 and right stick. No. Is that from the auger? L1, R1, and left stick, so you can move your seat. There's a lot of the newer tractors are doing that now, so you can turn your seat at an angle, so that when you're harvesting and stuff, or you've got GPS on and it's running on that, you can sit at an angle, and you can keep an eye on your stuff behind you, and then back to the front again and move your seat. If your seat's faced forward and you're having to constantly crane your neck round to have a look, it can obviously be bad for your back, bad for your neck, that kind of thing. So having the seat, as you can see, at an angle, means you can operate the controls, check behind, no problem at all. It's just a feature that comes with this particular tractor, which is rather cool. Right, okay, let's close that off. Let's get this one going. I want to get a double strip, top and bottom, just for the headlands for turning. It will do it with one, but I'd like to do two. I think both of them have stopped. So once I've done the other side of this bit here, I'll get cracking with this one down the field, and I'll go and load the other two. Yeah, I really wish I'd got that sorted. That's rather annoying. So what I think I'm going to do, I'll probably make the strips bigger on the next bit. I'm going to split the difference on this strip, so I'll get all three running on this strip, and then... So what I'm hoping is the one on the right hand side, I'll get it to turn to the right. This one will turn to the right, and that one will turn to the right, so we'll kind of move across like that. Right. Well, by the time I get to the tractor, that'll be full again. Another nice relaxing day. MrSealyp Farms. Yep, of course they have. Weird how they both started on the same strip, in so much as both going down the field. One's gone further than the other, only by a little bit. Slap bang in the middle, I'll take that all day long. First full load in the grain cart. Pipe up. Cover open. Okay, I haven't had oh, there we go. So I say I haven't had a problem with it unloading into these before. What's that? Why is the tractor rocking? That's causing me some issues here. That's better. That's weird. No, it stops. Just had to adjust the nozzle. Unloads at a fair old rate. Nice. Well, this will be a full load in this one. Then we'll get on to the next one. We are clearing the field at quite a rate. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy. 3 harvesters. Fantastic job. I can't remember what time I started now. Oh, blimey, already? I know, as a proper cart driver, operator, I should be moving down and filling up equally as we go. Fantastic, right. Let's go over there, pipe in. So unload some more harvesters. Will he make it to the end and turn before full? I don't think so. Well, he might do. Fingers crossed. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, please don't stop. Come on, come on. It's only a little bit, just a tiny bit. Yeah. No, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. Look how much is left. Look. Seriously? Oh well. Oh, Magnum's got a wobble on again. I might have to bring the Challenger over, swap it out. Right, so we'll fill up the second trailer and then empty the auger, empty the next harvester. We should be good for 210,000 litres in the 2 trailers and the auger. Grain cart. Making it off. Going. Quickly cover one. Like so. Uncover the other. Busy, busy, busy. Oops. Is that going to adjust every single time? So it looks like it. No, full grain tank. This is fun, I'm enjoying this. It's good now, being kept busy. I know sometimes when I'm doing a harvest, when I started off with one harvester, when I had the 2 small harvesters, you know, you'll be going for quite a while with nothing to do, you'll be just waiting and waiting and waiting. Doing it this way, you're constantly busy, constantly working. Job done. Pipe in. Let's rock and roll. So of course, rather than the south sell point, which is right by field 29, this is coming to the west sell point. The price is better here, to be fair, but obviously I'm not getting paid for that at the moment. What I am going to do though is unload the first load, see what percentage we get, because I might unload both of these. I'm just thinking what we've got off the field so far. The grain cart is full again, the harvesters are pretty much full again, so we're going to fill these again, no problem at all. So I think what we'll do is just empty them completely and see what percentage we end up with of contract complete. I'm probably going to bring it all up here anyway. If this is the best price, it's all going to come here, so I'm not holding on to it. That said, I meant to mention actually earlier in the episode. Now let's see what we end up with. 13% transported, fair enough. Yeah, I meant to say, last night for me, but in game, I did. You'll notice now, all of my amounts have gone down quite a lot. Silage is down to 543,000. Hay is down to 500,084, and my straw is down to 298,000. Because I did all the straw bedding for the cows, I then made load of TMR. Both things are filled up. It's probably gone down a little bit now, but everything's in the green on the cows now. They took quite a lot actually. The Ayrshire's 367,000 and the Angus 288,000 litres of total mixed ration. But production's looking great. Reproduction rate is improved obviously because we've got double the amount, and milk's ticking away again as it should be. But yeah, and then I made a load of TMR as well. So I filled it up, made some TMR, filled up one of the silos, the smaller 200,000 litre one, and I've got a little bit, I think 54,000 litres in the 250,000 litre one. Does that make sense? Anyway, yeah, so I've got a load made, which is where we needed to be at. Oh, that's what I was going to check. Barley. Did I store any barley from before? No. I'm sure I did wheat or barley on something before. I thought, oh, I'll keep hold of that in case I do chickens, and I didn't bother, did I? So once this is done, back over there and back at it. It's 12:15. Harvest is complete, so I don't do it very often, but a job from start to finish in an episode, which is, like I say, it's a big field though, it's taken a while, but even with 3 harvesters, and when you look at it, those 3 harvesters look tiny on this, you know, massive field. I'm worried now I'm not going to fit all this in. I think it's only, yeah, the back 2 have got stuff in. I've got the lorry is up at the sale point, delivery point, with 140,000. I've already done 3 full loads at 140,000 and 1 at 70. What's that? 490,000 litres? So there's another 140 sitting there, and then whatever goes into this grain cart. Just, I should have enough. Should have enough room. If I've worked this out right, I should have enough room. Field 30 next to us is ready to harvest. I could take that on as a next contract. That's canola. As soon as the harvesters are all here, that'll do off camera. But I'll probably, I might jump on that. Once this is done, this goes up to the west sale point. Up, over, yeah. That's where we'll be heading next. Okay, that's that one. Well, I can't have 17,000 in here, so maximum's 14.4, so it's going to fit. I don't think that one's full though, so we should be okay. Like I said earlier, I've really enjoyed doing this. It's been cool. And I haven't kept up with them all the time. It's fine with the grain cart, keeping up with the 3 harvesters and then getting the grain cart to the trailer. It's when I then had to deliver the lorry, take that over to the west sale point. If it had been the south sale point down there, I probably would have been able to keep right with it. Oh, there we go. But the problem I faced was that by the time I got up there and started to unload, the harvesters were almost full again. So yeah, I didn't quite keep up with everything, but I did my best. And that's all you can ask for. Let's put these on. Hazard lights, 4-way flashers. I've got my Saytech Logitech side panel plugged into my PlayStation 4. That's how I've managed to get those to work. There isn't a button configuration on the PlayStation controller that allows for it, but there is a button on the side panel that does. So we are a fairly wide load and fairly heavy. Saying that I probably shouldn't be overtaking going up here, but yeah, it's all good. Oh, I've just remembered that silage should be fermented, shouldn't it, at the biogas plant? So we could start selling that or move it over. I'm trying to think, do I want to keep hold of that for making total mix ration, or am I going to be good for a while? Or yeah. Oh, that was something I was going to say. I was watching, I've been watching a load of channels recently. I like, you probably know I've been watching a load of channels. It's kind of an appeal, really, I suppose. I've been watching Cold the Corn Star, Millennial Farmer, How Farmers Work, Welker Farms, all my regulars. Cold the Corn Star in Iowa, they got absolutely hammered. And How Farmers Work did as well, from the recent storm. It began with a D. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, I mean, the devastation is honestly horrific on a scale that in this country we don't get. We don't, you know, we've had some hurricanes, we've had some bad wind stuff over the years. 90, what year was it? 90 something. We had some really horrible weather. But to the point where in Iowa, grain bins gone. Co-ops, the big grain storage facilities that a lot of the farmers take their stuff to, just destroyed. I think one of them was a 5 million bushel storage facility. I think they had one silo left standing. It was unbelievable. And a lot of the corn crops are just flattened, just completely destroyed. Some of them are bent over and are still growing, but are going to be almost impossible to harvest. Some of them are just destroyed, gone. Millennial Farmer Zach went down to Iowa, went round, and a few of his videos was showing, you know, the devastation and talking to people. And, you know. So yesterday night I was watching the Welker guys, and there's, I've forgotten the farmer's name. There's another YouTuber they got on the phone to. Oh, it's going to annoy me now, I can't remember. Anyway, they're doing a fundraising thing for a charity that are down there helping out, helping the families and helping with the devastation, the clean-up, you know. And they've got a PayPal donation link page. Now, if you go to the Welker Farms channel, go to their video. There's a link on their description. It's Iowa Strong was the last bit of the title, if I remember, and I'm terrible at remembering. I'll put a link. I'll put a link. Hopefully, I'll put a link in the description. If you can, I'm not saying no. If you can, if you feel so inclined, I live all the way over in the UK. It hasn't affected me, but honestly, it's tragic, and not as many people lost their lives as potentially could have done. But there's a lot of farms and farmers and stuff out there that their livelihoods have been wrecked. Farms just destroyed, and a lot of the insurance will pay for a lot of it, but not all of it. So if you feel so inclined, like I say, I'll put the link. If not, just go up and search Welker Farms. It's their last video they posted. There's a link there. Jump on and donate if you can. Give something. It doesn't matter, if it's £1, $1, whatever. I just think it's a time when it's not just a case of it's farmers, doesn't affect me. Where do you think your food comes from? There's going to be a lot of there we go. Contract complete. We are now just making money. The corn is going to be massively depleted. The harvest across Iowa is, it was like a strip, but it was a big old chunk of it. Millions and millions and millions of acres just decimated. So like I say, I'm not begging. It's just a case, if you can help out, jump over, have a look and see if you can. I think it's important. I saw a very weird post. Someone sent me a link. I don't know if it was on Facebook or it was on Twitter. Somebody had posted, and it was a noise complaint about their local farmer. Don't get me started. About the evil machinery and the constant noise through the night and early hours of the morning. So this person, whoever it was, had contacted the local police. In the UK, the police had arrived, and I can't believe the police even, it baffles me. They turned up, they arrested the farmer and the 2 workers, apparently, that were working on the field. Now, this person was over the moon about this and said, and this is the most idiotic thing you've ever heard in your life: farming is outdated. It's not needed because you can get all of the things you need from the supermarket. And you stop and you think, seriously? Where do you think the stuff from the supermarket comes from? You utter moron. Honestly, I read it, and I read it again and thought, I honestly can't believe it. And I ended the comment, the tweet or post, whatever it was, with "You're welcome." Like they'd done everyone a massive favour. It's what is, again, like I say, what is wrong with people? See, Farm Dog's incensed. He's so angry about the whole situation. I'm going to have to come across a little bit here. Please unload. There we go. Nope. Come on. I thought I'd have enough room, but I don't think I have. Maybe I can turn out a little bit this side. Let's put the pipe in a sec. Open the pipe out. Nope. Should have come across at a different angle. Oh man. I might have to tip into the lorry and then go again. Let's try. Oh, I'm making the right pig's ear of that, aren't I? Yeah, anyway, so I just thought I'd mention it. It's one of those things you read and go, what is wrong with the world? Oh dear. The thing is as well, it's like, I'm not even going to get into it. The person that posted it was a vegan. They'd put on there, about us vegans or something, and referring to the farmer as evil and the machinery as evil, personifying a piece of machinery which is inanimate as being evil. What I don't understand is, if the farmer was harvesting a crop, I thought, maybe I'm misunderstanding it, I thought that vegans were, anti-cruelty to animals, the use of animals, the use of animal products and those kind of things within farming. Now, it may well be that they're ecologically savvy. The comment about being vegan is irrelevant. The farmer wasn't out with a harvester harvesting cows. He wasn't harvesting sheep or pigs. It would have been a crop that more than likely a vegan would eat as well, which also kind of begs the question, or not even the question, the comment of, huh? I don't know. Rant time, it's rant time. And we've done alright out of this crop, haven't we? I think we've done okay. Absolute result. Plus then we've got the contract itself. So what we'll do is complete on that. 47 grand on top, we'll take that, thank you very much. There is a fertilising job on field 45, which I'm going to take first. There's something very weird going on with field 45, I'm not too sure what it is. It says it needs fertilising, but part of the field's got crop in, part hasn't. All the outer edges have got crop from the previous harvest, which I didn't do, but it's just kind of been left. Oh, it's all very peculiar. Anyway, that's it. We have come to that little rant at the end. We have come to the end of this episode. We've got 3 harvesters now. I'm really happy about that, and it worked really well. And I've enjoyed it. Another episode. I mean, I hope you're still enjoying it all. I'm loving it. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying the game. You know, like I said before, sometimes you get a bit bogged down, and sometimes you get to that point you think, well, you know, am I just going through the motions? But I really love playing the game, and I'm really enjoying this at the moment. So anyway, I hope you are too. If you have enjoyed this, if you are enjoying it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.